This is
What's
your
the
choice.
day?
Today is a fruit day. You gotta be in it here.
Okay.
Sweetie pie. Oh, hello, guys.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Jasmine.
It's your girl Jasmine, aka Taco, aka Baldie Baddie, and we're back with another video. This is my what?
Can you?
No.
Because it's really crazy.
This is my lovely mother, Jacqueline Renee Austin Golden.
Hi, how are you? My head's cut off. My head's already big. It looks huge. Okay? Thank you very much. Are you crazy? Please.
Amber, be quiet. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna do a mukbang. Like I've done with Haja and Bree and Queenie. So yeah. So how are you, mother?
I'm good, but I don't even really know what this is. I have no makeup on. I look busted.
Just act like this is
I look like a raccoon.
Just act like this isn't there.
I'm like, Jesus, have mercy. Hungry?
I had Scorpio's long class.
Scorpio, what?
I had long class today.
Oh, okay. Are you learning anything?
I honestly don't know. I got my test back. I got a 72 out of 90.
Well, I guess congrats in some ways. It's passing. This is college. Look. You see? Oh, maybe I have to sit back. What do you think? I don't know.
For what?
I have to get used to that.
Your cup is in the way if you want to move it.
It's okay.
You just wanted the thing in there, didn't you?
No, it's a great cup. What I paid? Did I pay $5 for it?
It's $1.29.
Oh, I'm talking big baller. $1.29. Whoa. Anyway. So this is what people do.
You ever seen ASMR?
Who?
It's called ASMR. I forgot what it stands for. If you remember what it stands for, put it in the comments. But basically, it's like, you know how some people like the sounds of sandpaper being rubbed against something, or like the tapping of nails? It's basically somebody has a big old speaker, and they were like, this is my ASMR. And they'll do like eating sounds with certain thing, like chewing on ice, or
I think that's the weirdest thing. I think I've never watched it because that's not
they would
really
do
my
like stuff
thing.
like this, like.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Your father would lose his mind. People just chewing. Oh my God.
It depends on what it is. Like, I find it amusing for sometimes.
Okay. I went on my first date, as I mentioned to you, after 9 years. Yes, I say 9 years because your father was sick for a little bit, so I say 9 years. He died 8 years. Well, July will be 9 years. So, yes, I went on my first date. And I did not look like this. I was gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. But it was the most unique experience in my life. The person hated everything. It was like he was the Grouch. What did they say, before Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
He was
the Grinch?
The Grinch? No, he was a Grouch too.
Huh?
I mean, he seemed nice. He constantly said stuff was racist, but he kept saying racist stuff. And he was so much against the government. Not that the world is, great. Great, and the government is great. But he wasn't happy about anything. And then it makes you wonder, why is he depressed?
He was like a Jeremiah.
Don't say that. I didn't even call names.
It's okay. Then some people know who Jeremiah is.
Yeah, this is terrible. Now people can go places. Hey! What you know?
We love Jeremiah though on this.
I do love Jeremiah. He's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Good soul.
We're just going through
This is the most unique thing. Tape him while you eat. And you're comfortable with it. Wow. Look.
I haven't done it by myself though. I've only done it with people.
Yeah, but I feel like a nut.
Why?
Like, you know, I come from a world, especially when you're a certain age, you put a little bit of makeup on. You know, so.
Who taught you that?
Well, you got
Mom,
No,
grandma, or like
no.
in the media?
Well, the thing is, grandma time, once she became a grandmother, like my grandmother, I thought she was old. You automatically put on a house dress. That's what they did.
But
Once you became a grandmother,
you get dressed
and then I realized
even when you don't have to go out.
in the house, you have a house dress. Christmas time, birthday, buy you 100 house dresses. And I didn't even realize my grandmother was 40 years old. Yes, she was. She was in her 40s. And she was acting like an old
How
woman.
old were you? When
I
she was
was
in
like-
her 40s.
I think when she was in her 40s, I was like around 8. I don't even think, maybe younger. I remember. You know, because I remember she went for her permit.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her was going for our permit, excuse me. And we studied. She studied more than I did. Study. And then when she went there, they wouldn't give it to her.
Why?
Because she didn't have a birth certificate.
Oh.
And in those days, your birth certificate was in the Bible. It wasn't even a certificate. They just wrote your name in the Bible.
So she just had to bring the Bible with her?
Yeah, but where was that Bible?
Mm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't accept the Bible.
Wait, did they do that for Dad, too?
Daddy wasn't in the Bible. He had a birth certificate. He was old, but...
Was it a New York thing?
She was born down south.
Was it Dad?
Dad was born in Goochland, Virginia.
Is that
And he was born in a shack. A shack that still exists. But I wouldn't go back in there.
Why?
It's probably snakes. I've seen it. It's
Really?
it's like trees. It's all in the back. It's scary looking. Nobody go back there.
So that shack, like that shack me and Dad was waiting for it to fall?
No. That shack
Remember that?
had a clearing.
You remember that?
Yeah, it had a clearing. You can't go into the shack that Daddy was born in.
I was like, really? Especially when you lost him. It was old.
But anyway.
Huh? What did you? What did you say?
But anyway. Now getting to my business. Wow, let me explain the story. I was engaged maybe 6 times. The reason for this doesn't mean I was a slut, okay? I didn't have to give it up 6 times. This is the deal. When you go out with someone, they show you a certain personality. You know, they're nice. You know, they want to, no matter what they're got, they want to get in your pants. But they're nice. Da-da-da. Then when you come official, they kind of show a little more of themselves. You know. But then when a person asks you to marry them or get engaged to them, they really show their ass. Because they basically feel that as a woman, it's not that many men in the world. So if he chooses you, you should be happy. So if he presents himself to what he really is, you may go, oh, well, you know, I could change him. Oh, he has a good heart. Oh, you know, he didn't really mean it like that. He meant it like that. Yes, he did. So, I used to get engaged. I shouldn't say 6 times, that's a lot. But I got engaged like 3 times.
Where'd you get 6 from then?
6 is because it was, I never got the rings. Because before they could even get close, I was like,
yeah, never mind.
outie, you know. So
What do you mean out? Like you just didn't say anything?
No,
and left?
hell. I let you know, this ain't it.
Oh, I usually just go close.
Sorry, we got to go.
Did you keep any of the rings?
I kept one.
Whose?
I sold it. And then the other one I gave back. Which, the one that I gave back was the one I really cared about.
That was Michael?
Yeah, that's the one I gave that one back. And he was a good guy. That's the only, I have to say. He constantly, we laughed all the time. All the time.
You laughed with Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, how crazy he was.
Sure.
I laughed. So, yeah. That I gave back because that wasn't his fault, anything like that. It was just, it wasn't at the right time. But basically, I just feel you get engaged, which some people think, oh, that's foolish. Because people don't get engaged like as quickly as they do in my time. You know, you find somebody, you know it's the right thing.
People get engaged quickly now, so.
Oh, they do?
I mean,
because I'm hearing people getting, I'm engaged. This is my fiance. Oh, so when you get married? Oh, I don't know. How long you been engaged? 15 years. What the hell? 15 years? 5 years.
I mean, I don't know if I want to get married.
Look,
That's
that was
I know
never,
it looks good on your taxes.
It
right?
ain't, but let me tell you, it ain't worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get a couple change extra? No. Marriage was never on my calendar. Nothing against you. The children was never on my calendar either. But things happen. You know, you realize, okay, maybe this is the right thing. But think about it, I was like 34. When I think I had Rufus, I think I was 34. Something like that. So, it wasn't something that I planned. I know it sounds foolish, but, you know. But I always say, marry your friend. Because you get a bit pissed with your friend.
Me and Destiny have a pact.
If they don't find nobody.
Till I think we said 54 or something like that. He said 50 something.
Really? That's close to senior citizen time.
Exactly.
55, you get discount. It was a comedian said, that's the dumbest thing.
The N-word?
To allow people to say the N-word.
Like
because they're basically saying the word.
Yeah, without the ER.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you can't say the N-word. But you are saying the N-word. Think about it.
Yes. I do get why people say that, like, if you're not black, you shouldn't say it.
It pisses me off.
What? If you're black and you say it?
It's young people who different cultures and stuff.
Yeah. They were like, if your ethnic background doesn't have black in it, you shouldn't say it. But
everybody though.
In my mind, I'm just like, I feel like if you just black, as in like black, and like I guess Jamaican, anybody that's black, like I don't, no offense, but like Dominicans, when they say it, I don't really feel like they should say it.
They not dark Dominicans?
I don't know. I just feel like if you black, like black.
You mean like African?
Okay, no, not African. I'm saying
if you're a black person, just in general.
Yeah, but it's like there's some people
because Dominicans
that say it. They do, but the only reason I say some of them shouldn't is because a lot of Dominicans be like, oh, we're not black.
Oh, they don't want to be considered black.
Yeah, but they want to say the N-word. When the only time they think they black is when somebody be like, oh, you can't say, they be like, oh, I'm Dominican, I'm black.
Oh, but if you want to get over.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only, no offense, but I don't really care. And it's the only time.
You keep saying no offense.
But I don't care.
No offense. It's
yeah, but you know nowadays that everybody's so fucking offended about everything.
It's
like a lot of
politically correct.
I don't care. A lot of my.
But if you do care, you wouldn't say no offense.
I say no offense because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings with whatever the fuck I say. No.
Well, you cussing now. That's hurting somebody's feelings.
I'm hurting your feelings.
Yes, my heart is hurt. I'm your mother, and I'm hearing that you're cussing. You was not raised that way. You was a Christian who sung in the choir, the children's choir. You read hundreds of books just so you get an award at church over the summer. My heart, my soul, and my spirit is...
I hate you so much. I see you're trying not to smile.
No,
It
because
already happened.
I broke my tooth.
I know, it's already in here.
And I'm known. I'm really funny about teeth. And that's the weirdest thing. When you're funny about something, that's when something stupid happens. And I'm really funny about teeth. And I broke my tooth. So I'm like, I gotta get it fixed. So I'm waiting for my insurance to do the right thing so I can get this fixed.
But yeah, back what I was saying. A lot of my like Caribbean friends, they be like, Americans are so, what was I gonna say? Dang, are so like, they get offended easily.
Well, okay.
I don't really get offended by much. I don't care.
This is the situation. We are not allowed as Black Americans to discuss slavery. When I say we're not allowed, it's because whenever we bring it up, oh, what you bringing? That wasn't my time. That's my forefathers. You know, it's all these excuses. We're not allowed to discuss slavery.
I mean, slavery is still going on, so I don't know why they say that was founding fathers.
This is what society says, because they feel like, why are you bringing that up again? You know, you had a Black president. In other words, hey, because you had your Black president now, everything that was done in life, we should not discuss the civil rights. Oh, Martin Luther King, he died for it. You know, Rosa
he didn't want to die for it. Y'all shot him.
Yeah,
that was not my choice.
You know, in other words, you now can vote. You know, and you have a Black president. You know, every time something, but
they give us what we've accomplished. Y'all still out here
trying to... Jewish organization of Jewish people are allowed to discuss the Holocaust. Like, you know, and whenever there's something that they feel is racist or towards them, somebody put a swastika on their thing or say something a little off, it goes back to the Holocaust. So, but at the Holocaust, it wasn't only Jewish people that was killed. There were homosexuals that was killed. There was blacks that was killed. There was people who were in certain Christian organizations that were killed. Because the Yellow Star wasn't the only star that existed. There was other stars that were there. So if you go into history, that genocide was for a lot of different people other than the Jewish people. So in my situation is, I feel, why are we not allowed to discuss it when other people in other situated cultures can discuss their hardship? And I feel for all, because I feel every one of them is a pain. A pain, a heartache, a sadness, a destruction of a family. A whole family does not even exist now because of slavery. A whole family does not exist now because of the Holocaust. So they are both pain. They're both grief. So I feel if one person can discuss theirs, it should be an open forum for the other one to discuss theirs. It shouldn't be like, oh, that was yesterday. And I feel if somebody said about the Jewish people, it's the same way too. So I just feel that, you know, when you look at, and the bad thing is now, even if I don't know if my conversation is going back and forth, but when you look at the old things of the civil rights, you talk to kids in your generation, that was a long time ago.
Not really. I mean, a lot of black people, we bring that up for everything.
Yeah, but the dogs that used to be put on the black folks who wanted to vote, the water hoses, even though it was black and white, that was my life. I would turn on, when I was a kid, even though we had to use pliers to the TV, my grandmother's house, you turned to CBS News, because that was the only news. CBS, well, the news we looked at. Walter Cronkite. And he just, you know, the first thing you would see, you know, the marching, people dying who's trying to vote. It was just, that was the life that I grew up in. And so for me, I closed my eyes, it was like yesterday. Or, you know, in some ways it's today. And now you see it in reference to them killing people.
Mm-hmm.
He's killing these young boys. But society is still kind of backwards with that too, because not only young boys are being killed by police, there's young ladies are being killed, but no one's discussing it, you know. So I just heard that this young lady was with her sister and she was killed by a racist person.
Oh yeah,
and nobody's really discussed that.
There's a lot.
And I can't even give you the information. I heard it from my sister Bridget, and that's sad because everybody talks about, you know, the males, but the females are being killed also. So in some ways, the person that I went out with, as we go around the corner about this date, I can understand why he's really disgusted with society. Because as you turn the TV, you know, you're constantly seeing somebody's killing somebody's family, somebody decide, oh, I'm going to go to a bar and shoot up a place, or they don't like the way you look and you get out the car and the police officer shoots you, or you pass a person block and they feel, oh, I feel uncomfortable because your Skittles look like it's a gun, and they shoot you. I mean, it's all these stupid stuff, you know. It's not Disney World anymore.
Or the 301 mass shootings that's been going on since 2018 started.
That is kind of messed up.
And they've only been talking about like a couple of them.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, if the news is saying 300 and something.
301.
I think people would never come outside. But I didn't know it was
But
that
it's like
many.
within the first week, it was like, I think my numbers are wrong, but it's like in the teens.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and you think about, I have a son who's in Virginia all by himself. He's 25, okay?
He's up with the wife.
You know, but his girlfriend, she's white. And years ago, and I don't even think it's off the books. In Virginia, you weren't allowed to cross the border, what they call, to another state with a white woman. And I don't think it's off the books. And like when we lived in this little town called Amelia, Jetersville, if you came off, really, if you came out a long driveway, because we have 40 acres, don't ask me. No mule, because we don't clean up that kind of poop, only dogs and cats. So when you drive out of the area and just went to what we call bodega in New York, with the corner store, you really was in another county. So if you had a crazy cop.
Wasn't Florida like right there, we said?
Florida right there from us?
We said some state was like
North
right
Carolina.
I don't know
North
where
Carolina.
I got Florida from.
But the problem is that if you had a stupid police officer, you know, and they wanted to arrest him because he had a white girl in the car, legally they could have, because he crossed the border. You know, he crossed the state line or whatever, the county line. You know, because he was in Jetersville and now he's in Amelia. You know, kind of thing. Because if we called anybody across that, it was like considered long distance.
Really?
Yeah, if I called the school, it was considered long distance, which was stupid. But anyway, but that's just life, you know. But you gotta be, with all this negative, you have to find some way to live and put joy in your life. Because you live like, oh, this life sucks, oh, the world, Trump has tweeted again, you know, or you worried about my son, or worried about my daughter going to school at a distance, worried about me going to work at a distance. You can't survive of worry. So you got to try and find some joy. You got to find some kind of happiness, even if it's just in yourself. You know, so it's weird. I had a friend that used to just get up, your godfather. He would get up every morning, Gil, and the first thing he would do is laugh.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah,
It's kind of
he was
creepy.
like, he said because he didn't want a day to pass. And he said by the time he started laughing, he felt like a total jackwad. That he would be laughing. Because he felt stupid.
Yeah.
But he said he felt he did not want the day to go by that he didn't put laughter in his life. Sounds foolish. But if everybody decided to just laugh in the morning, you know, it might make your day good. Yeah, so, hey, what can I say? Well, this has been a pleasure. Yeah. Can we go?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see any more videos with my mother in it, or any other video suggestions you have, put it in the comments. She does have an Instagram for her organization and a Facebook, and that will be in the description box below. So again, it is Jasmine, aka Taco, aka Baldie Baddie, and thank you for watching.
Bye.
Just a little, just a little.